and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is MagGamer Championship Series presenting to you the Elite 8 matchups happening today. And I can guarantee an exciting event today with top of the line best teams facing off against each other. It has been an amazing event. As you can see the brackets here, we have reached the Elite 8. The final 8 teams are here to battle to make it into the Final 4. And it is possibly the most excited I have been, as I've hosted these tournaments for 2 years. And it's been an unreal event this year, as far as these teams showcasing great talents. But now you're going to be getting top teams facing off against each other. And I cannot tell you how thrilled I am to have these matchups. I feel it's going to be the most special matchups that we have seen to date. These teams are fired up. They're ready to go. You should see some great battles throughout. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, you have the brackets. I'm going to get into the matchups specifically. On your top left, if you look into the Elite 8, MGO versus Revolution will be our first matchup. And that matchup, guys, is intriguing. There's much to talk about. And I'll get into that in a second because they'll be first up. But right after that, we're going to see the #1 team, Foxdie, facing off against Fighter Z. These two teams showcase some great skill, destroying the teams that they have battled before, and now they're going to step it up and go at it with each other. This will be a very interesting battle, as I've seen them fight against each other in other tournaments, so we're going to get the blessing to watch that one more time live right here just for you guys. So stay in tune. Now, this matchup to me will be the most thrilling, as both teams swept their respective opponents on the last round. It made it into the Elite 8, and now they have to face each other. Two teams that demonstrated great teamwork and tactics and pure skill are going to be facing off, and that is Blacksite versus Neo Die. I'm actually most excited about that matchup because I've seen what they could do against other opponents. They made them look like if they were not a challenge, and now they're going to step it up and face each other. There's no way out. You have to beat the best teams to move on. So that's going to be an exciting matchup that I'm really hyped for. Now, next up is XOF versus UNITA. Just to say a quick story here, UNITA has won other events that I have hosted, so they have the title as far as being defending. But XOF has been right there in these events, fighting back and making a move, and I believe this will be their first official time battling against each other, and it's going to be intriguing to see who can dominate and control the matchups as we move forward. It's going to be a big battle between these guys. I'm super excited. You're looking at MagGamer Championship Series, top esports team, 4-on-4 battles. A champion will rise at the end of this. This coverage begins now, ladies and gentlemen, and these teams are fighting to be named Big Boss. The title Big Boss will be given to these guys, as well as the prizes that you see here. Very exciting stuff. I am ecstatic, and you can see the schedule for one more time as you can check it out as we move forward. It is happening now, folks. We're going to get the teams in, and it's going down. Now, I wanted to get into MGO and Revolution, the first matchup. These guys are very interesting because first and foremost, MGO is a new team. Nobody has seen what they have. They formed together a week before the tournament started, and they have made it into the Elite 8. And funny enough, they're going to be facing a team who has been together for so many years and has won from ESL events. They're the European champions who have won multiple times, and it is going to be a battle of the ages, as we have a new team trying to showcase their skill, and then we have a team who's been together. So now, can the chemistry work with the new team? Can they put it together, create tactics right off the bat? Can Team Revolution do their part and make it happen? These are the questions that we're asking and that we're trying to do and find out what's going on. And I really am excited about it, because I know that this team is interesting, as well as Revolution, who has won before. So we will see. Right now, it is going down. I'm so excited about this event. There's nothing but top of the line players, top of the line teams, and we're gonna check out what they could do and what's next as far as the matchup. Let's take a quick look into the actual setup here, as the teams are going to be getting situated. It's 4-on-4, as you can see here. The top team is Solid. Solid has Slim, Mish, Avenger, One Cool Man, and that is MGO, Team MGO. Down below, you're looking at Team Revolution as Team Liquid, and Team Revolution has Niche, Killswitch, Psy, and Nolan. These are the players, and this is what's going down. I'm super excited. Thank you guys for tuning in. The matches will begin shortly, and it is going to be a blast. I expect a 4 to 5 games to decide this, as it is a 5-game series. So the first person to win 3 will win and advance to the final 4, but we're not sure who is going to be controlling this as we move forward. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the first round of the first game of the Elite 8 matchups happening right now. So excited for it. Let's see what these teams have. They'll be playing Calm Control, which you have to control the bases as you move forward. Be very careful, be very strategic, and plan accordingly. As you can see right now, Team MGO saluting and moving forward. Already looking like they're trying to do some strategic value. As you see, Ish trying to drop some strikes, and you see Slim Merc here with his shield. He's about to face off with Niche. Niche and him about to go at it. And there it is. Niche taking him down. Only one alive on Team MGO right now is Cool Man, as he's trying to stay alive versus 4 players. Difficult task, but they are all pushing into B. They really want to grab B, but at the moment, it's not looking like that's the best choice. As we see Avenger taking his time, dropping some stun grenades, looking to capture somebody as he moves forward towards B once again. It's a difficult task to ask, but if he's good enough, as you can see, Niche using his stealth camo, and I have activated the weather conditions to be insane here. The farther along we get into the tournament, the more I want it to be difficult for the teams. So this sandstorm was meant to be this way, was meant to have a lot of chaos. As you can see right now, Team Revolution defending their objectives at the moment, and it's not looking good for Team Revolution. I'm sorry, Team MGO, as the first round already, they haven't got to capture one objective, and it's looking very difficult at the moment, but it's still early, guys. We can definitely get some work done. As you see, they're moving in finally. Now they're inside, but the question is, can they keep control of it for long? You see, Nolan's still alive, taking out Slim. Cool Man taking out Nolan, and now they're capping B. But One Cool Man gets stunned and taken down. Ladies and gentlemen, Killswitch killing off 3 MGOs. Great stuff by him right now. It's looking really good for Team Revolution. They're controlling the map. Team MGO doesn't know where to go. at the moment, trying to find the positioning. And I would say they need to move along and stop focusing on B, try to capture A and C just to keep the teams back and push them off. At this time, you know, they have to get things going, or if not, they will lose this match. There's 1 minute and 20 seconds left. The pressure's on in this game mode. And as you can see here, Avenger is looking like he might be thinking about it. Or maybe he's a little lost there. You see Coolman taking out the guys, moving into A, getting shut down though. And this right here, again, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about positioning strategy and being able to tactically move together to capture points. As you see Avenger capping C at this time, one of the hardest difficulties. Somebody can throw a grenade right up there and take him out. It might be a good idea to move right when he captures. As you can see, they're throwing stun grenades, fire, and they're trying to take him out, but he caps C. Finally, MGO on the board. And they're also capping B at the moment, so it looks like they did get some letters, but it's going to be a little too late at this time. And right now, Team Revolution has comp control, and they are going to win the first round of the first game. That's pretty much game on the first matchup here. As you see, dominated, shut down is MGO for that first round. They need to gather and figure out what they're gonna do next. It's gonna be their turn to defend. I have to give it to Team Revolution, who really did a great job defending and stopping them. And they also scored over 4,000 points. So now keep that in mind, just in case if they don't win the next round, it'll go to a tiebreaker. But they're up 4,000 points at this time, and the second round begins, and Team Revolution has to showcase that they can attack. They did a great job defending, but now we got to see the opposite side and see what can happen with the next guys.
Good luck.
So let's check out Team Revolutions this time, as they have to do what MGO could not do, and capture these objectives. Basically, the way this game mode works, if you don't know the game mode, you're trying to download on these communication centers, and the only way to do that is to be there so you can download it directly right there. As you can see, the satellite. So as you can see, Kill Switch placing traps, smart move. He has positioning on B, already taking control of it, while Sai is down below at A, holding that down, really running it down. And right now, Revolution is dominating, and I am not sure what's going on with Team MGO, but they are getting gunned down and outplayed on this first round. Facing a great team who has won a bunch of esports events. It is not an easy task, as these teams have played together for years. They have won together for years, and they face top-of-the-line teams all day long. So credit to them for what they're doing here. We're staying with Kill Switch at the moment, see what he can do, and he takes out Slim Merc. Much respect to him. There's a fight down below, and it's looking like MGO is going to capture A again. There's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, but already Revolution downloading to the max. They have only 35% left to finish this game, and they have 2 points that they've captured. So it's gonna take some effort by Team MGO to stop them. As we're gonna check out Niche right now, who's one of their best players in my opinion. He's showcasing some really great tactics and skills. So we're gonna see what he can do. He's going into their base all alone. Not sure if he can handle the pressure of fighting multiple players down below who are waiting for him. But he's just waiting it out, taking his time. As you can see, pushes in. Oh, and he's getting Slim Merc getting double teamed here. And already Team Revolution showcasing a shutdown setup.
Let's go.
Amazing stuff by these guys right here. Really loving what I'm seeing. Props and respect to Team Revolution. They did a great job. First round, Team Revolution takes it, and we've already seen some amazing stuff. as far as dominating and controlling goes. Team Revolution taking that first game. They're up 1-0, looking good. Really loving it. All right, second round is going to be Cloak and Dagger, the classic theme for Metal Gear. This is going to be what I consider the true Metal Gear battle here. We're going to see who has some really great stuff as we go forward. We're looking at top of the line stuff here so far by Team Revolution. They have dominated and controlled the first match. They had some great strategy, but this is a whole different ball game, folks. Cloak and Dagger, you have to be stealthy. You have to have smart awareness. You have to have that big boss gene inside of you to be able to get past and conquer and make the right moves. So let's see what happens if they can do it. It's going to be an amazing time to see who can take this. And we're going to pay attention to the attacking team, which right now it's going to be Team Revolution. They are pushing in slowly, setting up traps so far. Looking good with the traps, smart moves. They're looking like they're going to protect their area. Just simply keeping track of everything that they're doing with the plushies. You see Kill Switch here looking to mark. You have Side, another guy looking to mark. Nolan is sitting there trying to mark and snipe. As you can see right now, he's aiming towards Avenged King. And Kill Switch on the right side, placing the traps. He's placed 6 traps already. Pretty good stuff there. And all these guys are simply waiting it out, scouting, scoring points at this point. As I am sure right now that Team MGO can see Side because they just shot at him, but couldn't hit him. So we're gonna keep it patient here and just wait to see who makes a move. Kill Switch with the first shot, taking down Avenger. Looking really good so far.
This way.
Enemy spotted.
And at the moment, I'm looking to see if they're gonna get aggressive. And right now, both teams are playing more strategical, taking their time. But at the moment, the thing is Team Revolution is scoring points by marking MGO. So they're gonna get this first round as far as points if MGO doesn't find a way to score or stop them from scoring. At the moment, they're up 700 for this round, but it's still early.
Look out.
All it takes is one aggressive move by one of the teams, and they'll win or lose. And again, Nolan taking out Avenger with a clean shot. Great stuff by Nolan there. Now, we can't predict what's gonna happen here as far as MGO. We're gonna allow us to only spectate the attacking teams, and that's usually how I cover these tournaments. And at the moment, the attacking team is not being aggressive. Team Revolution using an old strategy for MGO3. These guys will pull back, score points through marking, take the first round in points, and then win the second round by taking out the enemies. So it's looking good as far as the actual strategy that Team Revolution usually uses. And they're actually moving in, getting aggressive right now. So it's looking like it might just get interesting. As As you can see right
Enemy
now,
spotted.
Nolan is making his move while Sai's on the other side. Might get taken down. They chasing him down right now, folks. He's running for his life. Somehow sneaks past him, but gets taken down by Mish with a great job there. But Nolan takes out Avenger and grabs the disc. You see Slim Merc chasing down Nolan. He's getting jumped by these guys at the moment. Getting hit and he gets taken down. Slim Merc shut down, folks. Looking really good so far. But right now Niche is about to get attacked as well. And Niche, she's in. And there it is. Another kill. Ladies and gentlemen, Revolution showing some good dominance. They take down Cool Man. And that is game, folks. Team Revolution showcasing some good stuff right there. Definitely amazing stuff, esports team. Props to Team Revolution. They used the old Metal Gear Online 3 esports strategy of staying back as much as possible, but they did get aggressive at the end, and they showed that they did have skills. As you could see, they moved together. Two-man team with non-lethal versus a lethal player showcased what it takes. So now we're looking at Team MGO placing traps, trying to find their way, and Avenge King currently trying to push in, but he looked like he's going to be the aggressor here.
Enemy spotted.
No patience, no scouting. There it is. He's starting to scout, take his time. And they're spread out throughout the backside, trying to figure out where the teams are. And at the moment, it is looking good. They're planning well.
Enemy spotted.
They have to win this round, and not only do they have to win, folks, they have to score some big points, because Team Revolution scored a lot of points. So they're gonna need the points, and they're gonna need to win the round, whether it's knockouts or markings and grabbing the disc. They have to find a way to be more strategic. As you can see here,
Enemy spotted.
playing it very precautious, waiting it out, and it looks like Avenger's gonna go for it. He was getting hit hard multiple times in the last game and cost his team several points. So if he can redeem himself here somehow and score some points, that'll be a great display. As you can see right now, both teams are at it at this moment. And I'm just gonna pay attention to MGO Avenger, as he's the aggressor. Right now, small movement forward, but good enough as you have your team covering you, and it looks like Niche is gonna push along with Avenger. Now the catch is you have multiple guys just waiting for you to make a move, and the first one up is Niche right here. Niche and Niche, the M and N, look like they're gonna have themselves a nice encounter, but watch out because Nolan's right up top, so it could get very interesting. Avengers moving up towards where Nolan is, and if he can get behind him, guys, you're talking about amazing stuff. Oh, why did he not kill him? I don't know, but sometimes these things happen. And at the moment, we're looking at a change of pace here, as it's looking like Niche is gonna move up top to the roof. He wants to get aggressive. Patience has ran out, folks, and now Niche is pushing in as well. He can get behind these guys and make a move. The thing is, he's currently going to be in the center of all of the fight. He gets taken down. Right now, this is going to be a rough challenge. It's 2 versus 4, and these guys have to find a way to get in control, because if they go down 2-0, this series could be over, folks. It's not an easy task to beat one of these teams, and you're talking about the best teams advancing, and you can't just beat the team so fast. So it's going to be interesting to see if MGO could win this round in a miracle, which it's not with 5 seconds left. And why Jesus, right now MGO has taken another loss in Team Revolution, putting in the work necessary to secure themselves. All they have to do is win one more game and they make it to the Final Four. This is interesting because these teams have already shown before that they have been the esports champions for the Europe Metal Gear Online 3 tournaments. So it's not like it's a flake. This is real stuff from a great team who looks to try to win the championship, and they have what it takes so far. They've shown it throughout this tournament and throughout the 2 years that MGO3 has been out. They have been winning. So already, guys, you're looking at some shut it down skills so far from Team Revolution. Now we're gonna move on to an amazing game mode. It's a lot of fun, a lot of great stuff with these guys. You're talking about right here, Sabotage. Sabotage is a game mode where one team is defending, one team's attacking. The attacking team has to extract or destroy a missile, but first they have to hack a terminal to unlock the missile from its magnetic field, and we'll see all of that in a second. But this is a very interesting matchup right now because I know for a fact MGO, Slim Merc, has played this game mode plenty of times. It's one of his favorite. He tried to be the top 500 players for a while, and I used to be top 100 for the first 2 months, and then I love this game mode. So it's a lot of fun. If you have a great team who knows how to strategize, place traps, and keep control, you won't have a problem with this game mode. The focus is the terminals. Everybody focuses on the missile when that is not the objective, guys. So right now we're going to check out Team Revolution. They have to be the aggressors. They have to hack the terminals. And we're going to see what they can do. See right now, the only game mode we're allowing people, as right now Nolan's taking out, having the battle of the D-Walker life here right now. D-Walker gets shut down, but looking great here for Nolan. He's taking out multiple people. Finally gets shut down while Mish is shooting at him. Staying alive now, taking out Mish. Nolan with some great execution style right now for this game mode. Multiple players. But as we can see, Niche is already down below. Little does he know, Slim Merc is there, taking him out. But guys, check this out. Kill switch already on the missile, going to extract it if he can. I mean, this is game over, folks. The only way they can shoot this down is if they have snipers or LMGs. As you can see, they take it down. But kill switch right here to send it right back up. It's going to be one of those battles, very difficult for MGO to be able to control this. They have to do their best, and if Revolution can take this round, guys, you're talking about game over. And at the moment, it's looking like the missile is definitely going down while Cloak taking out players left and right. There it is, Team Revolution. My God, folks. Talk about shred a team. They have shredded MGO here, and they're up 3,000 right now. Plus, they got the win. So MGO would have to win the next round and score over 3,000 to be able to stay in control. So now it's up to MGO to do the same to them. But see, this is the key here, guys. That match went so fast, they didn't score a lot of points. They're only up 3,000. If you let the match stretch out to the final minute, you're getting a bunch of kills, you're getting a bunch of hacks on the terminals, then you're gonna see a really high score, and you can win this game. That's the only way. But it's gonna take MGO to really score big, get a bunch of kills, shut the other team down, hack the terminals, and do things that are necessary to get this win and to control the match. So at the moment, it's looking like they're pushing in together. They're doing a good job as Bender gets taken out by Niche and Cool Man gets taken out by Niche. Let's check out Mish. Mish is gonna go down there and eat a D-Walker, getting destroyed by the D-Walker. As Slim Merc, the only player who hacked the terminal at the moment. So now they have the terminal, but they need to get to the missile and faulting that missile. The thing is they have to run the score and score big points so they can really dominate. As you see, Slim Merc getting hurt there. But at the moment, it is not bad, but Niche is already hacking the terminal back, and it's not looking good for MGO. They do have control down below. They're able to hack this terminal at least. But at the moment, we're taking it one step at a time. As you can see, Niche hacking it, and they have to score over 3,000 to win this game. So it's very interesting to see how they're going to do that, as no one can even get close to the missile at the moment. And it is doing good as far as getting some kills and scoring some points. They're scoring enough points, but they have to get the win, and they have to continue to score a little bit more, as they have 1,000, almost 2,000, and they only have a small amount of time. Niche getting shut down by Mish. The Niche and Mish battle is interesting enough, as you can see. These guys are hacking both terminals, looking to score another 300 points with that, but they have to find a way, as you see these get taken down, they have to find a way to get to the missile and push forward. And right now, not looking good, as you see Avenger avenging his teammates. Now it's looking like it's about time. They're pushing into the actual missile. Avenger, Cool Man. And there's only switch to save the day. Oh, wait a minute. His buddy spawns on him. And look at this. MGO's getting in there. Now the question is, not only do they get in, they have to actually control the area. Right now, it's not looking good for them, as they're getting caught on traps and things aren't working out in their favor. But they do have the terminal hacked, and they can get in on the missile. At this time, right now, it doesn't look like anyone's close just yet. We're gonna see what Leash can do. He's been a good player to getting a bunch of kills. Once again, the traps are heavy, and these players are getting shut down. Guys, it's looking like Team Revolution have taken the first round. They dominated, controlled, and it is game over, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Team Revolution. They're in a victory lap right now, but there's no way MGO will be able to take that match, or even take that. Great stuff, great display. Big props to Team Revolution. They move on to the Final Four, folks. Official. Right now, Team Revolution, as you can see, congratulations. You have did it. You have moved on. Great win. Great display of what it takes to dominate, guys. They did an amazing job showing, and that is the first sweep of the Elite 8. I didn't think there was going to be any sweeps, but today we just got a treat, and now you have to give credit to these guys who did a good job holding it down, staying intact, keeping their form, and just shut the team down. And to be honest, MGO formed the team less than a week before the tournament started. So you couldn't expect them to do that great. The fact that they made it to the Elite Eight, you have to give them tons of credit to even make it out into the Elite Eight with all the teams that we had that were really good teams. So you know, we can't complain about it. They did their best, and now Team Revolution has advanced, and they're gonna be doing a good job with everything that they have as far as this tournament. So now Team Revolution, and moving on to the Final Four, you're going to see them next Sunday. You can watch what they can do next Sunday because that'll be the next matchup for them. Today we're going to continue with the matchups that we have planned and that we have coordinated here. And we can check out the schedule so you guys can see exactly what we're going to be doing. As you see next up, it's going to be Foxdie, the #1 team. They will be facing off against Fighter Z. This will be a very interesting matchup as we go forward. I don't know what to expect here, but I'm sure it's going to be a fun battle. Some great stuff from these two teams. And I can guarantee one thing. This won't be a sweep. These teams have played against each other. They know each other's strategies. They know what to expect. And I expect a lot more back and forth. Man, we might see our first Game 5. We have not seen a Game 5 in this tournament. It's only lasted 4 games. We might see a Game 5. We might see some really hardcore game play here. It is early to predict that, but that is my prediction with these two teams here. They did an amazing job. But right now we're going to go ahead and check out the brackets one more time. I want to talk about it and showcase what exactly we saw right there. Team Revolution came in as the 7th seed, and they put in the work, won these rounds, continued, and now they're advancing, moving forward. It's looking really good for them as they've already advanced to the Final Four. And next week, you're going to see the Final Four and the finals all in one, folks. So make sure you tune into that as we go forward. It's going to be very interesting to see what they can do if they can make it into the finals. We're literally the last 2 Sundays, this Sunday and next Sunday, will be the final. We'll cover everything. So today we're doing the Elite 8. Next Sunday we're going to do the Final Four and the championship round for the title to see who's going to be named Big Boss, as well as earn the prizes and win the game. So it's going to be amazing for today because all of these teams are definitely great teams that are battling it out right now. We just saw a team who's been together, and this is a perfect example of camaraderie and growing together, who've been together for months, years. I'm sorry about that. And they came through, they showed their skills and their talents. They came together and pulled it off. It was a great display. And now we're moving on to the next round, which is going to be interesting as we go forward. So I'm excited because for me, I just get to enjoy these great battles. As all the teams are ready, they're set, and they're about to go in a minute, folks. They're gearing up right now, preparing. It is happening. Thank you guys for tuning in. So once again, guys, if you don't know, next week we will have the coverage for the Final Four and the finals. So we want you to tune in and come through and hang out with us and enjoy as we go forward. All right. So stay tuned this week. Stay tuned next week. Whether you're watching throughout all the social media outlets that I am streaming on, I have multiple outlets, and I'm doing it for the love of Metal Gear Online. This is a great esports event for these teams to showcase a unique game, Metal Gear Online. We're doing this all for the love of the game, for the community, and we're going to be getting started very soon. As the teams are gearing up right now, letting me know they're ready to go. They're jumping into the lobby, and they're about to get their match started. It is intense battles. This time around, I can guarantee we're going to see a 4, maybe 5 round matchup here with these teams. They're all going to be focusing to see who could take it. And this isn't a easy task. You're talking about the #1 team in this bracket at the moment. They're going to be facing off against a team who doesn't want to lose and wants to make it happen. So it's great stuff going to take place right now. Team Foxdie, who's competed before, showed the skills, put in the right work to be able to dominate. Then they get ranked in. They fight off Old Wolf, who was a nice team. They're about to face Fighter Z, who actually destroyed their team and swept them in the previous matchup round. And it is looking to be one hell of an event, guys. You're talking about good stuff from both teams, and we're getting ready to go as we move forward. Again, guys, I like predictions on who you think will take this next round. You're talking about the 9th seed facing off against the #1 seed, and at the moment I can't predict who's gonna win, because I feel like the 9th seed, Fighter Z, has some secret weapons that they brought into this game that I'll talk about as we go forward. But you can expect those two players to really put in some serious work and showcase what it takes. And I'm interested because they called in for that backup of some talented players that a lot of MGO players know about. So it might get scary and hairy right now, guys. Let's go right ahead and check out the lineup. The teams are actually ready. The matchups are going to start right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are here. We're going in. On the top, you can see Fighter Z as Team Solid Ops. They have Manual, they have Troy, they have PCQI, and P2Q. Now, PCQ and P2Q have been some really solid players. They play together. They're really hardcore. This is going to be interesting because Fighter Z isn't the top team, but they might have some top players. So we're going to see what happens there. Then down below, Foxdie is the top ranked player. They do have a good solid team that has played together frequently. I don't know if they're ready to go and control this, but I'm sure they're going to put up a fight, and it's going to be interesting. Regardless of how this turns out, it should be good. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! So a lot of guys picked the same maps that they wanted here as the first round, and the second round has picked similar maps. They changed 2 or 3, but they love picking specific maps because they have a little more strategy and game plans for them. So we're gonna see what these guys can do as we go forward. Apologies, guys. Here we are. So we're playing Comp Control, guys, and we're watching Foxdie versus Fighter Z, and right now we're gonna check out Fighter Z and see what they can do. Right now, not looking good for, they do have one position. You see they're working good together, but it's not an easy task. They take out multiple players. Great stuff by P2. P2 gets shut down though. And Bear trying to get back control. It doesn't look like he can. Oh, he does get taken down. PC is actually doing a great job. They do have one letter. They did a good job there capping one letter. Now all they need to do is get the second objective here. Any objective, and they can stay in control as they upload the disc here. As you can see, PC slowly moving in shortly, keeping control of B at the time. They need to move over towards another objective, and right now you see Manuel moving in slowly, taking his position. So far so good. Manuel actually keeping control of this area. Props to him for being smart and just moving along. That's field awareness, folks. This is called tactical awareness, and you have to be smart and tactical with your positioning and everything you need to do. And he captures A, and right now it's looking like Fighter Z has the top ranked team on their heels. As you see, PC gets taken down by a Beacon Mine and taken out. P2 trying to help out, keep control of B. At the moment, guys, it is decent stuff being displayed at the time. I'm liking what I'm seeing by Fighter Z. They might be the team to beat so far with this round. They've done a great job showing tactical advantages, being able to create a good perimeter, you know, protection. They're doing a lot of great things at the time that you have to give them credit for and appreciate. And even so, they still have a minute and a half to capture these objectives to be able to stay in control. And right now, they're capping C, and it's looking like they're gonna get C, and they might just win this game, folks. If they can keep C and B, they will have this game easily. As you can see, PC taking out another player, Al. PC taking out multiple players. There it is, folks. That's it. This is it. They're gonna have it, guys. With a minute left, they're finally getting it downloaded, making it happen. P2 is down, but guys, it's done. Said and done. Right now, Fighter Z, nice C, beating Foxdie on the first round. But there's still another round. Can they come back? Can they make the move? We don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out in a minute. It's looking really good. I'm excited about everything that I'm seeing here. Credit to Fighter Z, man. I didn't expect them to come out this strong. I knew that they had some secret weapons, and they've been planning and strategizing, and they've asked me so many questions throughout the week about what they could do as far as the rules, and it was interesting because they were the most active, and now they're showing that there's a reason for that when it comes to the situation. Bringing out PC and P2 is actually a big reason, I think. I would say they work good together and have a lot of field control. It's one of the most important things in these type of games. As you can see, they're already trying to keep control of their areas. But we're gonna watch Foxdie try to gain control, and maybe Foxdie overconfident. They've shown some great skills before, but maybe they're overconfident. They haven't had enough practice this week. It happens sometimes with some teams. At the moment, it is looking like they're getting outplayed, outgunned, and outmaneuvered. Right now, throwing stun grenades left and right, trying to get Floyd down. Takes him out. Good stuff with a knife kill. That was great skill by Al there. But don't sleep because P2 is right behind him. He doesn't even get to capture him. That right there, my friend, is a display of what it takes. Right there. Good awareness, keeping his teams controlling his back. Now, right now, this right here is where Foxdie needs to do is stick together, push the pace, grab a couple objectives, stay in control, and they can dominate them. But if they're gonna split up and not showcase teamwork, it's not gonna work out. Because Metal Gear Online is all about teamwork. You see here, they get up top, but they get killed with the fire. And so far, they do have one base, but they need to capture one more to be able to win this match. And at the moment, it looks like they might be going for A. As you see Thunder here pushing in. And he's taking his time moving around, actually going to C with Bear. So he should just stay below. Shoot down anybody that tries to take him out. One grenade right up top will actually give them the losses. You can see PC trying to throw stun grenades over there. Didn't get to take them out. Now they're going to have a gunfight. P2 taking them down with another stun. They do have two objectives, but they're losing them both, folks. And if they can't stay in control, it's going to be game over here. We're only 1 minute and 20 seconds. I don't think it's going to be possible for Foxdie to be able to do anything. They have to find a way to stay in charge here. So far, they've only been able to keep one objective the whole game. It's not enough. They're only 50% downloaded. They still have 45 seconds, but that is not enough time, guys. And it's looking like P2 are doing what it takes. I like this duo. I think this duo might turn into one of my favorites to watch. I have a couple of guys I like watching and enjoy their skills and their display of tactics. They've always been fun, but right now PC and P2 are showcasing that each other. It's a beautiful thing to see. And right now, as you can see, P2 taking out multiple players, just unreal. Great stuff by P2. And there it is, folks. Game, set, match. Fighters fighting and winning that first game of the rounds. Great stuff. Fighter Z destroying the other team. Nice going. Guys, that right there, again, I don't know what is happening. I predicted no sweeps, and the first thing we got with Revolution and MGO was a sweep, and now I'm starting to believe Fighter Sweep could take out Foxdie. For some reason, we've all thought Foxdie was the best team to beat in this matchup. You know, they were the favorites. But right now, with what Fighter has showcased, we don't know. It's still early. It's only one game. But right now, this is the chance for Foxdie to actually showcase that they can do it, that they have what it takes, that they can come back. If you're the #1 team, there should be a reason for that. So we're gonna see at this moment if they can take this win here and make the series 1-1 and take it back to game 3 and see who takes that. And this right here is actually Foxdie's favorite game mode, and I'm sure they're gonna put on a show for us. But like I said before, these guys have some good stuff. It's gonna be very, very intriguing. So, as we go, we're looking at these teams, talking about their strategy, figuring out what they want to do, putting out the right loadouts as far as the class that they want to put on. These are things that are very important for teams. So I understand people want to watch the match and get it going, and so don't I. But you have to be very strategical on your planning and coordination. If I pick a scout, I'm a sniper. Is this good for this map? Is this good for this run and how I want to play this? Is my team wearing something different? What is our best strategy? What can we use? These are the elements that make the difference in the game. So at the moment, you're looking at Team Fox with 2 scouts, an enforcer and an infiltrator, while Team Fighter has 3 enforcers and 1 scout. Now with enforcers, they're overloading in enforcers. They slow and they can't run fast, so they're not looking to win the game by grabbing the disc and running off. They're probably looking to kill the other team. And while that's happening, the other team has 2 snipers and a infiltrator, basically saying they're going to push the pace and try to make a move and be able to be more agile. So it can be interesting and get very interesting as we go forward. Once again, we're going to check out the attacking teams right now. As you can see right here, this is Team Foxdie. They're pushing and spreading out, actually. As you can see right now, Al is moving towards the right, getting behind the enemy's base, placing traps ahead of time, doing some good strategy. This is what I like to see from teams, taking their time, being patient, not going too crazy as he moves forward. Already, P2Q is up top waiting, scouting. It can be very dangerous when you have a scout like that above. And it's not a good look for the other team, as right now they're all holding back, and Al is the only one trying to push up. And at the moment, he has a clear shot to get in there. Nobody can see him from that position. They're in the window, but they won't be able to see him with the fog. I have put in serious fog today because this is the Elite 8, so you're going to see fog, rain, sandstorms, all types of crazy objectives and situations. So this is a smart move by Al, holding back, waiting for a second, as right now Team Fox is patient. We'll whisper, folks. We'll whisper, because right now Team Fox is playing the strategy and waiting for the game. They're doing the right thing, as you can see Manuel on the backside scouting, waiting to be able to see something. Actually, Foxdie should have moved right when the fog hit, fog storm, or whatever they call a fog. He should have moved in and pushed the pace. But he didn't. And now it's going to cost because they can see him. And they know where he's at. As you can see, Manuel is talking about enemy spotted somewhere. Now Al realizes his traps are not going to work. They're not pushing the pace. So he's going to pull back on the traps and try to get in there through the backside. As he takes his time. P2 is sitting there with a sniper shooting already, but aiming towards the other guys up on the roof. And right now,
Enemy spotted.
they're trying to lure the teams in. And this again is a very strategical part. If one of the teams can start scouting and score some points, it's going to make a big difference.
Enemy spotted.
And I believe they know where Al is, and that's why he's moving away. But they have not scored a point, folks, so this is turning into one of those wait and see matchups. Who makes the mistake? And at the time, Fox is not even trying to score. They're just allowing Team Fighter to lose their patience. And if they do lose their patience, then it's going to cost them, because now Team Fox, all they have to do is score a couple points with 40 seconds left. And Al is pushing up, the only player pushing up by himself. He moves forward with 20 seconds left. They have not scored, guys.
looking like a stalemate right now on the first round. Very slow, very cautious. In these last seconds, you might see some action from Al. And he's getting shot. Will he get taken down is the question. And he does. P2 taking out Al right at the end of the round. And there it is. Fighter Z taking that first round and scoring 400 points. All they need to do is win the next round and they'll take it 2-1. Or if they lose, they just have to not allow the other team to score 400. So let's see what they're gonna do, what their plan is. But right now, Foxdie, for doing that slow pace, unscoring game, no scoring, they're on their heels. They thought the strategy, which most esports guys try to do, would be patient, make the other team make a mistake, is gonna work. But right now, it cost them because they lost the round. Also, gave the other team 400 points. Points do matter in MGO, as if it's a tiebreaker, we go to the score. So right now, not getting aggressive, not pushing the pace. It is looking like the same strategy is going to be taking place as P2Q placing a trap in a dope area. As you can see, he places it right behind the
Go! Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted. Take him out! Sorry, go!
Okay? It's
Sorry.
your show now. Understood. Okay!
Go! Go!
Deal with him.
Enemy spotted. Go!
Take him out!
Go! Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted. Go! Go! Go!
Ladies and gentlemen, Fighter Z winning round 2. Looking good. Thank you for tuning in. MagGamer Championship Series is here. We're broadcasting to you live, covering this event. At the moment, we are in Game 3. We just seen 2 games, and Fighter Z has taken both games, and it's looking like Foxdie is hurting bad. They have to find a way. I didn't think that there would be sweeps in this event, folks, because there are top 8 teams battling it out. But we just saw it, and it's gonna get interesting as we go forward. Let's take a quick second and check this out. Listen to some music as we go. Yes, folks, yes. We're about to get started with the next matchup. We're on Game 3 with versus Foxdie versus Fighter. It is looking good. And right now, if they get the chance, they can sweep Foxdie right now. Looking good for Fighter Z. I have to give them credit. They showed they're not a team to be messing with. And again, like I said, their secret weapon. 2 players that I would like to see continuously be buddied up. PC and P2. They have shown some great stuff. At the moment, we're going to check out Fighter Z, as they are the attacking team, trying to get in charge and hold down their situation as they go forward here. At the time, they're doing good.
I need help! I need help!
As you see, Manuel gets shut down, but it's a little late. They've already hacked the terminal. All they need to do now is get on that missile. My Jesus, these Fighter Zs are really putting in the necessary work together, staying in control. They already sent the missile up, guys. It's looking like you never know what could happen. If they can't shoot this missile down, it's game over. Let's watch Fighter Z protect the missile as it's going up, taking out the players. And they have officially won this round, guys. Fighter Z putting Foxdie on their heels in the first minute and a half. They have taken the missile and bolted it right away. This is starting to look like a sweep contest. I'm bringing out the broom, and we're just gonna sweep every team. That's what's happening today. The sweep-a-thon. That's what we're gonna call it. If Foxdie wants to win. They have to score a lot of points in this next game. And we're going to check them out right now as they move up towards the actual missile. I think one problem that I seen was Foxdie has a whole bunch of infiltrators, which is good. But for this game mode, you need to have some heavy power weapons. And a sniper's good. LMG's good. You know, these weapons help shoot down the missile. And they didn't put on any of them at the moment, but they are doing a good job hacking the terminal. Well, I spoke too soon, folks. They did hack the terminal below. Now they have to move up towards the missile to see if they can take care of it. You see Poop there. That's what I'm gonna call him, Mr. Poop. And good stuff by Al, at least trying to utilize the D-Walkers, and they're trying to get going here, but it's not an easy task. It's a lot to ask. As you see Francisco here trying to push the pace, but he has 3 guys on him. Can he clear them out? And so far so good with a couple of clean headshots by Francisco. He gets to the missile. This could work in the favor of Foxdie because they've scored some good points. Now all they need to do is take this win here as we go forward. And the missile gets shut down. As you can see the difference. First round, the missile didn't even get penetrated. Now it's getting shut down before it can go halfway up. And this is where having the right weapons and the right strategy of how to take it down. And now it's looking like they're clearing out the enemy. And they're doing a good job shooting them down. They might just get the win, folks. And it's up. Oh my, just by 1 second they were almost at it. They have 2 minutes left. It's looking good for them because now they have all the terminals hacked and they're doing their best to shoot down the missile Fulton. It is not working in their favor. If Foxdie gets this, they've already scored tons of points. They have to push the pace. It's looking like they're gonna get the win, guys. The missile is, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 times in a row, the last second. And here it is, Manuel's about to face off against Francisco. As you can see, he's trying to shoot Francisco, but he has to shoot the missile also. And great job. They need 1 more minute to defend that missile, and Fighter Z will take it. Now it's up to Bear to get in there, Fulton that missile. With 1 minute left, guys, this is the crucial moment. There's nothing left that they can do. They have to take out the enemy teams. They have to just clear them out, headshot them, and call this game now. And so far, so good. It's looking like they are wiping the team, pushing the team back as far as they could. And it's going to be a win, in my estimation, this time. And there it is. Foxdie getting the win. Finally getting on the board here. And they scored big points. The question is the tiebreaker going to let them get the win? Foxdie is Team Liquid here. And finally, we won't have a sweep. Foxdie finally taking a match.
Sorry.
And now we're moving on to game 4.
Nice going.
Bounty Hunter mode. It's a team deathmatch type of mode. We're gonna see who has the best gunplay. Shout out to Foxdie. They did a great job there and finally got on the board. The reason why they took longer to Fulton the missile, they scored more points. As you could see, they scored almost 2,000 more points, and that gave them the tiebreaker win. And now we're moving on to the next round, which is going to be an amazing thing to see. Now it's going to get interesting. Can Foxdie go down 2-0 and find a way to come back? That is the question. I'm hoping so, and it should be an interesting match here because this is all about gunplay. This has nothing to do with an objective. There's no objectives other than kill the other team. Now, the catch with this game mode is you can extract the players. Each player that gets a kill, each time you kill somebody, you collect a bounty point, and it can stack up to whatever amount of kills you get, 5, 10.
and another opponent can knock you out and extract you by Fultoning you, and if they do so, they will steal your points and add it to their team. The first team to eliminate the tickets of the other team will win the game, and that's how this game mode works. It's basic, it's simple, but it can get very interesting. And we're 20 tickets in. We have this daytime mode. We have the weather dynamics in full effect. So we'll see what this turns out to be. But so far, Foxdie said we're not going out without a fight. And they put in the necessary work. And they did what they had to do. And now it's looking really good for Foxdie. They had the momentum. And they might be able to take this round. They can take this round. We're going to the first game 5 of the Elite 8. And I hope we see that, folks. These teams are taking their time. We're going to look at the bracket. So far, it's been a beautiful run by some of these teams. Here it is. Game 4. Bounty Hunter. 20 tickets. Who can win this match is the question. Now they're in tight quarters and they only have 4 minutes. So this is where the battle begins, folks. It's going to be interesting. We're going to go back and forth on who we watch. This is not a defender or attacker mode. So we're just going to see whatever's happening. As right now, Thunder's being aggressive. Pushes away. Tries to get position. Smart move here. Taking his time. Everybody's on top of him. Ow. We're going to keep paying attention to him as he pushes in. He's right behind all the enemies. If he can strategically take out 2 or 3 before they see him, it's going to be great stuff. There goes 1. There goes 2. He takes out 2 but gets killed. So that was a 2-for-1 favor that he did. And now his team is starting to push in. Ow. Looking like he's getting taken down. Bear, right there, trying to get his way in there. Now it's difficult to get up there, but if you can get into the enemy's base and then spawn camp them, you can dominate this game mode here. At the moment it's tied 2-2, 18-18, 17-17. They're just trading kills for now, but it's still very early, and there's a lot of action going on. You can see PC and P2. Good teammates there. I love those guys. They have the same name. You can tell that they're coordinated. They even put their names the same. Taking out PC, but P2 is right there. I don't know if Thunder can see him. Thunder knows that he's there, hiding, waiting. Oh my, Thunder just passed right by P2. Multiple players get taken down. And Foxdie moving in and still having a close match though. And they finally pull away, up by 3. Well, up by 2 now. And the game is very close. This is good gunplay from both teams. I would love to see this type of gameplay for the rest of the tournament, as right now it's an evenly played match. Both teams are doing what they have to do, trading kills for now, but it can get interesting. And look at this. Let's go ahead and check out Trey here and Manuel. They're all planning together, sticking together for the moment. Trey's actually on the bridge, aggressive. And he's surrounded, guys, and not looking good for him at the moment. He gets taken down. Getting aggressive like that without a teammate sometimes can be the most rewarding, the risk reward, but high risk, high reward, or it could just cost you like it cost him right there. So far, so good. Close game, guys. Close game. Let's go. All right, so PC right now looking for the clean shots. Takes out Al. Gets taken down though, so it's just a trade-off, guys. And right now, slowly but surely, as you can see, Team Fighters up 1 point, which is giving them a good advantage, at least, to be able to take this game with 15 seconds left. Now Fox has to find a way to get the win. They have to get this win. If they don't get a kill, it is game over. And look at that, they're up 2 now. It's gonna cost them big. Pretty much game over. Fighter Z taking the first round. Good stuff by them. Those 2 kills were more than enough to give them what it takes. Now we're gonna see round 2 with these teams. We don't know who has it. I felt like that was a close round. Played it very cautious and very strategic. They stuck together, which is the right way to play this game. And now we're gonna see if Foxdie gets eliminated or they survive and take it to a game 5. And let's check out Foxdie and see what they're gonna do. How they're trading sides. As you see, Thunder and Al working together, taking out 1 player. It's still very early.
Good luck.
You see Al shooting off Manual, almost gets killed. And already Thunder behind the enemy line. Looking like he's gonna do some work here. Takes 1 guy out. Oh, getting shot from behind. And he takes 2 guys out. Great stuff so far by Thunder. 3 guys. He's on a triple. Can he get a quad here? Oh, man. Barely. And there it is. The 4th in a row. 3 by Thunder. Putting in some serious work. Taking out some players. PC 2, 4, 5 players, guys. He's going for some serious damage right now, and he's helped Foxdie take the lead as he's being the MVP right now. 5 kills in a row, putting in the work necessary. Now they're controlling the area. It's gonna take a lot for Fighter to even get back. They have to find a way to penetrate into enemy base, then they can actually try to win the round. But at this moment, Foxdie has done it, folks. They have went up 4 points. And now the pressure is on Team Fighter Z. They have to push the pace. They have to do something with 2 minutes left. They have to catch back up. And once again, like I explained, those who don't know, you see Thunder with all the kills that he's gotten. They can fault in him and steal those points. That's the best method. But at this time, right now, they need to get some kills, try to get things going. As it's a difficult task to ask because these teams are working together. They're playing smart. As you can see, Foxdie pulling away on the lead as he goes. It is looking good for them. They're doing a good job so far. Manuel tries to get in, could not. Roy battling with Thunder. Thunder's been on a streak, multiple kills. He's just doing really good for his team. Basically carrying them at the moment. And right now, not looking good for... The only way Fighter Z can catch up here with 1 minute left is a Fulton. They have to Fulton basically the whole team. Or at least get Thunder to be close and then get some kills. But at this moment, a difficult task. They did put Manuel down, and instead of Fox taking somebody down, oh, look at this, guys. If they can get it, PC Fultoning Thunder, getting back in the game. Very close with 30 seconds left. Now they're only down 3 points. They get a couple kills. They can win this game. And Fighter Z might advance if they can take the next couple kills. Looking interesting. They're out there in the back running away. As we see here, PC2 get taken down 4 points, guys. I thought it was going to happen. But no, we're going to game 5. Foxdie doing a great job keeping control of the match, making this an interesting series here. Finally, we get a game 5. Props to Foxdie there. The question is, what is going to happen next? It's looking really fun and interesting, and they won by 200 points. But guys, we're going to game 5. This is a game 7 for those who don't know. Game 7 right here happening now. The next team who wins moves on to the final 4. Oh yes, I'm loving this. This is what I'm talking about here. This is what I'm talking about. Foxdie saying they're not going to get swept. They won that one game. Now they came back, won the second game, and we're going to finally see who could take this last round, guys. Talk about great stuff. This is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. Nothing but battles between top teams, going in, going hard. Credit to Thunder for that specific display of some great skills. And now we're moving on to the final round, final match, final game. Whoever wins this advances to the next round, and we're going to get to see some amazing stuff. And what's crazy is the next matchup is the one I really want to see, guys. I'm excited for the next matchup. The next matchup is going to be Blacksite versus Neodive. That's the matchup I think will be the most entertaining. But the final match for today on this series, Fighter versus Foxdie, is going to be Cloak and Dagger. And we're going to see what they got. I'm interested now because this is where the planning begins. These teams are probably going to take their time, as they got me a little sweaty right now, guys. I'm feeling really good, really hyped. I normally just take it easy and have a good time and enjoy the stream like this. But today, these matchups, I was certain I was going to get some good special things, and we saw a special round by Thunder on the last one. And hopefully we'll continue to see that on this next matchup right here. It is going to happen right now, as these teams have to ready up any second. If it was up to me, I'll ready up right now for all of them. But it's looking good. I'm guessing we're going to see tons of patience, and everybody knows that this is game 5. This is the most important game. So they're going to play cautious and take their times. If not, we're going to see the old Foxdie, who actually is very aggressive and very, very focused. Let's see what happens. All right. And a lot of people don't know, but Foxdie, you know, has put up fights with other teams, and they really want to make it into the next round, specifically hoping to battle against UNITA. I'm not trying to start no clan wars here, folks, but that is from the last tournament. They feel salty they lost. They said they want to face UNITA, hopefully. So if Foxdie can win this, they will be going to the next round, and then UNITA has to win today as well. And then we'll see two teams, rivals in a way, that I'm creating myself. But let's just check it out. As you see right now, this is a very precautious mode. I'm going to whisper here. It's looking good. Foxdie taking their time. Al is already pushed up towards the enemy base. He's about 20 feet away from one player, and he's not making a move, but he's being very cautious. And taking his time. I like what I'm seeing by him. I don't think this is a bad thing to get somewhat aggressive. You gotta shake the team up. You can't mark them if they're hiding behind things. So throwing a grenade over towards where they are, making them move around, making a teammate mark them while you're getting maneuvering can help overall. As of right now, nobody's getting aggressive, and you see Troy here pushing up, but I'm not sure he knows what's happening, as he's looking like he's the new player for their team, for Fighter Z, and he better show and prove that he actually has what it takes. And right now they're communicating via the preset chat, but it's looking like one of those stalemates at this moment. Nobody has scored a point, and they're gonna play it quiet and take their time.
Copy. Go.
And here it is, the start of the push. You have Thunder trying to make them shake up, just like I said, give them a little bit of reason to move around, and this can
Enemy spotted.
help
Copy.
and hurt the teams depending on their skill if they can stop them. Right now they don't want to get marked, so they're staying back, the defending team, and the attacking team doesn't want to give their team any scores. So what it is we're playing the patience game, esports type of patience game, and you might see a little bit of aggression at the end here, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of these matches where everybody's extra precautious. Nobody wants to lose here. This means a lot to these guys. They've been battling it out for the past month, and they want to advance. I'm just happy we're seeing a game 5. Whoever takes this is moving on to the next round. And look at Al going on to the... Oh no, don't tell me he's going to make it happen. If he can get 1 or 2 players with this hit, he is a legend. Can Al make it happen? He tosses it up. The missile's going. It's going. Nobody's there. Everybody moves out the way. Smart move. Luckily, they were aware of that. Once they heard the noise, they got out of fire. Good stuff by Team Fighter. They're playing strategical. Again, man, this is all about precaution. I know that you guys want to see the action, but these guys are trying to take their time. Now it's going to turn into who can score on the next round. A full round, as Al is the only aggressor at the moment, but a full round of just straight up these, I would call it precautious, but it's as well just a little fearful. And I think, you know, in a way, for me, I prefer to see action, but this is called I want to win. This is called I don't care what the viewers, I don't care what anybody says. Alright, let's check out the attacking team here once again. Now this is going to be Fighter Z, who are pushing the pace. They're pushing in towards the left. As you can see, multiple players are moving up towards the left, while PC and P2 are sticking together. Troy is moving up towards the left side on his solo at the moment, trying to find an advantage. The point of being up top is that you can see more people and mark more guys. As you can see, there's a mortar coming out. Woo! And already Foxdie taking the kill, taking out one player. So this puts Fighter on the fence. This puts them on their back, guys. This is not going to be an easy task for them, as now they have to get aggressive and score some points. They're down 300. They don't have to win the round. They just have to score more than 300 points. The point is to score more for the tiebreaker, and right now it isn't looking like they're gonna score. And the way they use that, another takeout, guys. Wow. So already Foxdie looking like they might take this round with only 2 players left, Manual and P2Q. I like that name, pretty cool. P2Q sitting here, and he realizes he has to get aggressive. There's no way around it.
You cannot stall. And right now, Foxdie cruising into Final Four if they can finally find a way to get aggressive. But they're about to meet their fate with Bear. He's patiently waiting for them to get into the open. Smart move. Just take your time and see what you can do. And he's waiting, and he sees him. And there it is. Can he take him out? And he does, guys. Wow. So now it's going to be Manual versus Bear. And so far, that is going to be game, folks. Manual has to find a miracle. If he can win the round, they can win. But other than that, the score and everything. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, game, set, match. Foxdie advances. I expected them to win. And at first, I did not believe because they lost 2 games in a row. But they won 3. They've advanced to the Final Four, showcasing some amazing stuff. Props and respect to these guys. Again, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far by these teams. And as you can see, Foxdie has advanced as well. So far, we have the teams that we know are going to be in the Final Four. We have 2 teams. That was an amazing comeback. The best comeback of this tournament so far, in my opinion. It was pretty well put together as far as they were down 2 on their elimination game, and they came back. Foxdie looking to compete. That is amazing stuff. Now, folks, to be honest with you, we're going to move on, and we're going to talk about the team that I think and the matchup that I think is going to be the most entertaining this week, because these 2 teams were destroying their opponents on the last event. So I'm expecting nothing but surefire from both sides. It's going to get crazy as both teams are not playing around. And I'm happy about this because we're going to get a really good battle between these guys. I'm hoping that it goes another 5 rounds, as that was pretty amazing stuff by both teams to be able to showcase what it takes to win. And now we're going to go ahead and start prepping for the next round. You're going to be looking at Blacksite versus Neodie. 2 teams who actually swept their respective opponents previously. So it is going to be a very intriguing matchup, to say the least. And I'm excited because I know we're going to get a treat this time around. Expect nothing but top battles between these guys. And I don't know who's going to win, but I was extremely impressed with Neodie's performance last week. And Blacksite actually did well against their teammates, but I just felt like their team actually gave them a fight. Now, these are the questions: is it really all about one team or the other? As far as when you battle and you sweep a team, are you really great, or was that team not that good? I think, for Blacksite, they fought against a team called K-Blow, and those guys put up a fight. So it was interesting. So I don't know if they did everything that they needed to do, or the other team just wasn't that great. So today we're going to see 2 teams who swept their opponents battle each other and go at it right here, right now, live for you guys. This is a dope match, to say the least. Final Four, we're going to find out who's going to face Team Revolution, who's advanced. One of the best Europe teams
Team Revolution, is in the Final Four waiting for their opponent. And their opponent is right here, Black Site or Neo Die. This is very intriguing. And I'm interested to see who has what it takes to take this win and advance to the next round. So, for me, I just want to see a great battle. It's a great story regardless. If the Black Site guys move in, they're a French team who will be facing against Revolution, who's a European team. And now that'll be an interesting setup. Or if Neo Die actually wins, they are a team who's faced opponents like Team Revolution before. So it is going to be interesting, to say the least, on who can take it and what's going to happen. We have predictions from a lot of people saying Neo Die versus UNITA is going to be the finals. We can't say that for sure because there's a lot of great teams. And just as we saw today on the first round, Revolution swept MGO. Then Foxdie looked like they were defeated and came back 2-0. They came back and won the series. So you can't, basically, you might have favoritism, but you don't know what could happen. So expect nothing but the best matchups, setups, and events. And again, next week at 12 p.m., the matches will start again. You want to tune in to all the social medias that you're on right now. Get involved with what we're doing and hit us up. If you want to play for these tournaments, we will have more tournaments in the near future. We need players and teams. If you're a player and don't have a team, contact us. If you're a team who wants to compete, contact us. We will set it up and get more teams involved as we go along. And there's a lot of great teams today ready to go. It's going to be an amazing event. I am without a doubt excited for this one because, listen, Neo Die put on a show that I couldn't believe last week, and I became fans of these guys and saying, wow, incredible. So if they can do the same today against a team, that is going to be amazing. But we have to take one step at a time. The teams are starting to group up and come together. And right now you're going to see what's going to happen next as we move forward into these matchups. Take a quick look. These guys are still prepping. Let's take a quick look at the event feature, as right now we're on the third series. We've seen two matchups already, MGO versus Revolution, and Revolution advances to the Final Four. We've seen Foxdie versus Fighter. Foxdie advances to the Final Four. And right now we're watching Black Site versus Neo Die. And I am sure, 100% sure, this is going to be the battle for the ages as we move forward. It's going to be an amazing time with these two teams. Then after that, we're going to see XOF Squad taking on UNITA. That matchup is another intriguing matchup, which you've seen UNITA win tournaments before, but they came in and they were ranked low because they came in last for registration and all of different things that happened. But they made it into the tournament, and now they're going to be battling XOF. And that can be an intriguing final run here, as a lot of people favor UNITA because they've seen them perform before and put in some great stuff. So we'll see that later on, right after these matchups with Black Site and Neo Die. The question is, what does it take to be the best? And right now we've seen it from Foxdie. They didn't want to take the loss. They didn't give up. They didn't put their heads down. They were down 2-0, but they stepped their game up and won 3 in a row, showcasing that you shouldn't give up in life. Fight through. You can make it, and it's going to happen. At the moment, right now, we can give you a quick preview look. You can see these teams. they're not ready just yet, but they're loading up as we go. So get ready for that. Alrighty, so as these teams prepare, reminding you to come back at all times. Go to MagGamer.com, check out what we got going on. We have tons of events, and Esports Organization as well. These guys are fighting for some prizes. They're fighting to be named earn the title Big Boss, but also they're gonna get canvas wall prints. They're gonna get Metal Gear themed satchels. They're gonna get a copy of Metal Gear Survive when it comes out. So it's looking good. It's gonna be an amazing event. So far, they've showcased some great stuff. Had the best comeback of the day just take place from Foxdie, and now we're moving in and watching the new two teams face off. The teams that I've been wanting is popping up right now. Black Site versus Neodie. This, my friends, is the matchup I've been waiting for all week, because both teams showed amazing stuff, sweeping their team, and now we're getting into the battle. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Alrighty, so matchup's about to start. Who do you have, Neodie or Black Site? That is the question. Ladies and gentlemen, it is gonna get real. This is the team to beat right now. To be honest with you, these are the guys that impress me the most. And right now we're gonna check out Neodie, because they're attacking. They have to capture these discs, and at the moment they're moving towards B. Smart move, as nobody's at B at this time. But you gotta be very careful and precautious. As you see, they're capping B. Now it's looking like Team Black Site is going to be throwing grenades over there, trying to help, but it's already too late. They've already captured B. Now all they have to do is push forward, capture another letter, and control it. So they're downloading, but it's a little slow. The more objectives you capture, the more you can actually download faster. So as you can see here, some of these guys precautiously protecting C. Roberto right now placing some stun grenades, taking out Blood and taking out Diego. Multiple players there. Black Site doing a good job controlling their base. But look at this. It's still being captured. As you see Killer trying to put in some work. Gets taken down by Cinema. And right now, so far, decent job by Black Site, holding down their fort, keeping control. You see Blood here. Oh, throwing grenades, hoping to stun somebody.
Enemy spotted.
And there goes Killer. Check him out real quick. Taking out one player, but gets taken down by Cinema. Right now, they're doing really good with Neodie, capturing multiple discs. They're capturing A and C at the moment. Wow, great stuff by Jigo. Big. I'm gonna call him Big. Blood here, pushing in towards C. If they can cap all letters, guys, they're gonna win this in a heartbeat. As so far, they're doing a great job clearing out the enemies. My God, once again, like I said, UNITA has convinced me they are going to be one of the favorites if they can make it into the Final Four, as it's going to be very interesting. They have great players all around. I don't even have a favorite player. Most teams, there's one or two players that I can point out and say those are the best players. But with these guys, everybody puts on a show. Everybody puts in some serious work. And I've been impressed with them so far. They're a new team that gathered together for this tournament, and they have been dominating it so far. I'm liking what I'm seeing. These guys are really taking their time. And they have control, folks. Wow. My God. UNITA is at it again, controlling their base. And so far, so good. Props to UNITA for that first round.
We're gonna continue to move forward here into the next round with these teams moving forward. So far, great stuff by UNITA. Now it's up to Blacksite to do the same and take control. It's not that easy, guys. It might have looked easy there by UNITA because they planned that strategically. As you see these guys here with the box. Lovely, lovely. Look at this magical display of box tricks here, folks. As we see Roberto here. Oh, so far not looking that great. They're getting surrounded and get shut down. And Cinema trying to help out his team to capture B, dropping some grenades, hoping to stun grenade. Diggs here, Diggs. Oh, Killer taking him down. And so far, it's a battle for B. The battle for B, guys. B or don't B. That is the question. And Roberto getting shut down. It's looking like Blacksite can't control the bases at this moment. Like I said, it's not an easy task. And with UNITA, I'm not sure what is going on with these guys. What type of, we got to test them for gaming steroids, folks. I've said it last tournament. I'm starting to feel like these guys are taking gaming steroids, and that's illegal. We gotta figure this out, because I've been seeing nothing but dominance by UNITA, and it's kind of shocking when I know these other teams are great. It's just unreal at this time, everything that they've done. And all the teams that face them has given them credit, saying that they're amazing, you know, and they really dominated. You see Beast Mode taking out Adams. It's just a slaughterhouse, guys. This really is. And again, sheesh. I don't know what's going on. We got to test these guys for gaming steroids. Again, I just don't know what is going on with UNITA. They're really good. They're too good, to be honest, right now. And that is just my feeling. And from watching this, I couldn't be in that match because I would go crazy. Raging. But right now, at least, look at this. Old Cinema taking a moment, sitting in his lovely box right here as he caps C at this time. And he's all alone, folks. The battle's over at B. He caps B. Finally, Blacksite caps it. They still can win. All they have to do is cap all the letters. That sounds easy, right? Against UNITA. All they have to do right now is capture all the letters, and you will see the win. That's all. That's all. Just cap all the letters. So far, they're actually doing a good job capping the letters. Oh. And all of them get shut down. As I say that, I jinxed. The team is wiped. With 55 seconds left, I don't know if they can do it. We're going to stay with Cinema here and see if he can cap B, do some type of work. And again, the Metal Gear box is always a VIP item in this game. That is one of the best items in the game that you can have. Everybody can have one, because life is fair in Metal Gear when it comes to items like these. As you see Killer.
Good luck.
So far, so good. Again, UNITA showcasing that they are the dominant force to be reckoned with. Either way, Neo has done it again, convincing me they're unstoppable. And we're going to test them for gaming steroids.
Go for it.
And try to make sure that they're not using any steroids. You know, this isn't how things go. Barry Bonds. What's the name of that other guy? I don't know. And folks, we're going into game 2. As you see UNITA taking game 1. And it is still early. Don't sleep on Black Site. They lost that one round. But they still have a chance, as we've seen Foxdie come back from elimination game, winning 3 in a row and winning the series. So don't expect a laydown by Black Site here, who did a great job last match. We'll see what they can do in this round. Alrighty, well, here we go. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and chat with these guys and see what I can say in here. Nothing to them. Alrighty, so here we go. Second round. Second game, round 1. Alrighty, so right now, this is the Cloak and Dagger. We're watching Team UNITA for the moment. They're attacking, and they're currently placing traps. As actually, let's look deep inside here. We're already seeing the aggressive gameplay here by Team Team UNITA. 2 players pushing in towards A, but there's 2 players at A. And they're about to get hit. There it is. Diego is still there. The question is, can he score some points? What are they going to do? What type of planning do they have at this moment? It's not looking good for UNITA. They're being too aggressive. Maybe overconfident. Who knows? We're going to take a look from the backside here as Beast Mode and Killer are both being targeted by Adam. Oh no, look at this. Oh my, and another player gets taken down. Black Site starting to get in control of this thing as they're pushing up the pace, and it's looking like Beast Mode is getting shut down. It's up to Diggs here. Can Diggs make it happen?
Great work.
we're doing really good for Blackside right now. All they have to do is stay in control. They've scored too much right now for Neodie to catch back up unless they get the disc multiple times. But Dig is all alone. 4 versus 1 is not an easy task to ask. And right now, Dig is all alone, guys. This is starting to get hairy, scary. And that's all the words I can rhyme that make sense in the sentence. Can Blackside finish this match off here? Shut him down. 1 player versus 4. They should be able to control it. As you see already, Dig is going to get hunted down. He's going to have to get aggressive because they are coming for blood right now. They could smell the blood in the water. Getting this first round will be big for them. And then they'll just have to fall back and take the second round patiently. But that's not an easy task as well. As you can see, there it is. Blackside taking it. Yes, folks. Good stuff so far. Blackside showing that they're not going to go out without a fight. If they can win this round here, it's just game over. But they don't even have to win this round. All they really have to do is stay back, take their time, and not allow the other team to score points. And that's usually what esports teams do. But I prefer to see the action. I want to see some challenges. So right now we're looking at Sniper Wolf placing some traps, trying to keep control of a certain area. I guess they want to hold down the fort down below and placing them all over that backside there. And right now Foxdie is definitely on their heels. I like this. I like what I'm seeing. They're controlling this base here. I'm seeing Adam. I'm not sure why he's on the outside of the perimeter, but we'll leave that there. And it doesn't look like Fox is going to move in at the moment. It doesn't look like they're going to move in. And it's a nice slow pace, strategical placements of traps, patience. This right here is more about taking your time and scoring. As you see, Bloodhound gets taken down, and right now he's gonna get stabbed. And guys, my God, Blackside showing they can put in some work. And right now Killer's coming out all by himself, 4 versus 1. He does have lethal weapons, but he's all alone, guys. So you can see up top, Sniper Wolf is right above him, and he runs out because he knows better. I would have ran out too. You can't just rush in and expect to have any type of work done, as these teams are playing together, and this is not about one-man games. You have to be strategic. You have to plan accordingly. And right now he's getting shot up by Robert, but stays alive. And it's looking like they're actually starting to work together. They did take out Killer. Killer's down, and now it's 2 versus 1 with Blackside dominating the second round as well. So far, Blackside saying we're not going out without a fight. And Diggs is sitting here with Beast, but they're having some serious issues because they don't know where all the players are. There's one down below, Roberts, Cinema right here, and you have Sniper. Destroy it. Each of these guys placed in a good position to be able to take out a player if they make a move. There's only 1 minute and 20 seconds left, and Foxdie doesn't just have to win. They have to score some good points here, and they haven't even killed 1 player. So Foxdie is hurting right now, guys. They might just take this loss.
Enemy spotted.
Oh my. Cinema is under fire. It's looking like they got Beast right there. Beast is down now, and they're gonna Fulton Beast. And now it's looking like Diggs is the last player alive right now. Diggs is all alone, guys. The question is, can they finish this off with a bang? Beast, Diggs is all alone, and they're gonna take him out. I'm pretty sure at the moment. And there it is, guys. Black sight. Giving him a black eye right now. Game 2, baby. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I do this for. Great matches, great comebacks, great wins. Right there. Black sight. On top of the game. Putting in the work necessary. Doing what it do. Showing me that I wasn't wrong when I said this Elite 8 was going to be one of the greatest showcases that I've done in my entire 2 years of doing MGO3 since it released in 2015. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So far, so good. I really do love what these teams are doing, showcasing the great skills and the great wills right there. Now we're going to game 3, Sabotage. Loving what I'm seeing so far. That was an interesting matchup right there. You've seen them play it smart, take their time, strategically place themselves in the right positions, and they held it down on that second round. And now we're moving on to the good fight right now, which is Sabotage. Sabotage, a very interesting game mode where you're trying to Fulton extract a missile, or you're trying to destroy it. And the only way to do that is to hack a terminal first. So it's looking good so far. I'm liking what I'm seeing from all of these teams. It is a blast so far. Props and respect to both. Maybe Neo Die isn't invincible. For a second I thought they were invincible from the last time they played to this time, but it is still early. Looking really good. And we're about to get started for the next round, waiting for these teams to ready up and get going as we go forward. Once again, guys, just to take a quick second while we wait for them, you're looking at MagGamer Championship Series bracket. You've already seen the pre-qualifiers, the qualifiers, the first round, and now we're in the Elite 8. Two teams have already advanced. As you can see in the middle there in the Final Four, we have Revolution and Foxdie. And right now we're watching Black Sight versus Neo Die. Whoever plays here, whoever advances here will be facing Team Revolution. We're in the waiting game at the moment, seeing who has what it takes. This is game 3, an interesting battle. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of good tactics from these teams have been shown. And now we're going to move on to a game mode where you really got to be strategic and plan together and have field awareness and be objective oriented. Stick to the mission. That is the key. So let's go right ahead and check it out. The teams are getting started right now. Game 3, folks. Sabotage mode. Black Sight versus Neo Die. It's on. For me personally, I like to see what the teams have as far as their coordination. And both of these teams have shown great coordination as teams. As you can see now, I already know what they're going to do. They're moving towards the backside, towards the terminal on the outside, because it is the most vulnerable. And if they can get that, they're right next to the disc, the missile, and they'll Fulton the missile right away. And one really cool strategy, if you can see, this is what I like to do, is have one person stay at the missile and wait. Once their team hacks the terminal, they'll move in. So beast mode here is kind of showcasing that specific strategy, but actually he's gonna go ahead and grab the other terminal solo. It's turning into a stealth mission for him, while the other team pushes off and gets going. And right now, beast mode is doing a good job. We're gonna watch some of these guys battle it out. Great stuff by Diego here. Taking out multiple players. And now, let's take a second and see what beast mode is doing, as they're already getting to the missile to hack it. And if he's smart enough, he'll stay right there at the missile and wait for that hack to happen. 3, 2, 1. There it is, folks. Smart moves, smart play. This is exactly what I would do if I was on this tournament playing against these teams. Now, all that's happening here is we want to clear out the area and shut down the other team. So they have to start shooting down all the other players that are in the area, and the sandstorm is covering the missile. So this is where the dynamics of this game is so amazing. Unreal. Foxdie showcasing good strategy, and the fact that I put on the weather dynamics of high velocity weather, that sandstorm covered up the missile and made it very difficult for Blacksite to be able to shoot down the missile. So now it's their turn. They have to try and falter the missile. We're gonna check out Blacksite and see if they can get revenge here, which that was a dominant display within the 2-minute march. They did a good job controlling and holding it down. Let's go ahead and check it out from the Blacksite's point of view. Let's see if they do the same strategy or they move towards the inside terminal. Most players usually go out to the outside perimeter, but I like to go inside because it lets you stay up top on that fortress. That fortress can be the dynamic advantage for you. So as of right now, you see these D-Walkers are moving up towards the terminal. Have some snipers over here. It's looking like Foxdie is just gonna play it patient. I don't even know. I think Foxdie might allow them to hack the terminal and hack the missile effortlessly. If they do, then basically what's gonna happen here, if this happens, guys, oh, look at this, Killer with a nice save, clutch. What's gonna happen here, Blacksite has to score points also. Even if they win the round, they have to score points. So they have to get in there and score points while they go to try to win the match at the same time. Blacksite shooting the missile from far. Smart move. This is a strategy a lot of pro players do, and they're just shooting it down with snipers, and it's actually already at 27%, guys. They're gonna get the win, and they're gonna get it in style with a new method. Now the problem here is, did they score enough to win the whole game? Because it's gonna be a tiebreaker through the points, and the question is, who's gonna get the win? And right now, it's looking like game, set, match, folks. 3 more shots from that server. Ladies and gentlemen, missile destroyed. First time the missile gets destroyed in a long time. And there you have it. Blacksite takes the second round. But the question is, who wins the whole game? By 100 points. There it is. Blacksite barely getting the win, guys. 100 points. And there you have it. Blacksite taking game 2. A very close match. Amazing stuff by these guys. Displaying great talents, great skills, great strategy as they put in the work necessary for this event to take game 3. We're moving on to game 4, where it always gets interesting. This is kind of a team deathmatch, and we're gonna see who has the best gunplay. This is all gunplay, no objectives, as they showcase what they could do. They're shooting out the missile in a smart fashion. And now we're moving on to game 4. Now, if Foxdie can get this win, which they've shown they have the best gunplay, I think Foxdie will win this. In my opinion, they are the favorite because they've shown the best gunplay throughout the tournament. And if they can do it, then we're going to see some good stuff, folks. Of course, you can't count the other team out. Let's listen to some music. I'll be right back with some coverage as we wait for these teams to prep. As you see, these teams are planning and strategizing, figuring out what is best, trying to find out what is their strategy for this game mode, for this map, how they're going to play it, where they're going to go, what is best for them. And then they'll plan and get ready when the time comes. It is looking good, guys. It has been a pleasure. And I'm so blessed to be able to host these events when you have these great teams for a great game and awesome gameplay by these two teams, as well as the previous team showcasing some good stuff. Here it is. It's on. Game 4. Bounty Hunter mode. 20 tickets. The first person to eliminate all the enemy tickets wins a round. There is a catch. Every kill you get a bounty point, and the other team can steal it by extracting it. We're gonna check out Foxdie as they're the ones under pressure. We're gonna start off with them and see if they have what it takes to put in some work. At the moment, they're just playing it safe. There's not a battle in sight to happen, and it's gonna look like Blood's gonna be the first one to draw blood. Him and Old Cinema. Wait a minute, Diggs is right here. Oh, what was he waiting for? Already, Cinema taking out 2 players. So far, Foxdie hurting pretty bad. They're under pressure right now. Good stuff by Killer with a nice shotgun kill. That's pro player style with these 2-shot shotguns. Another kill by Killer. Looking good, but he gets taken down. Old Cinema getting revenge on him. So far, so good. It's looking interesting right now, but Foxdie is down 4 points from the start of the game, but they are spawn camping, so we'll see what could happen. This is a wild style map here for bounty, and teams are just at it, each other's throats throughout this match here. Close quarters, nothing but fast-paced action, interesting stuff, as you can see right now already. Killer putting in some serious work. They're catching back up. They're only down 2 points, but every time they go to catch up, there's always an error here. Blood get taken down. So far, it is a close match, guys, with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. It's looking like they're gonna Fulton somebody. And yes, but it's only 1 point, not a lot, guys.
I need help. I need help.
Look at that, Killer getting the kill, getting the Fulton, giving his team the 2-point lead. Shout out to Killer for the great gameplay right now as we go forward. Blood is taken out Adam. Almost gets shut down with the grenade. Looking good. It's a close game. 50 seconds left. Right now, Foxdie is up 3 points, folks. They came back and they're taking the win. As you can see, they continue to control the pace. And they win the first round, folks, of Game 4. So far, so good. Oh, my. And I have the display a little bit wrong here. That is right, folks. Black Site is up 2-1, but they just lost that game. They might lose the second game. I think that Neodie has got the rhythm, and I keep calling them Foxdie because Foxdie just played and had the unbelievable comeback. And now Neodie, which is an actual alternate team of different players from the original team, Foxdie. So these guys, if they make it to the finals, and Foxdie make it to the finals, they'll face off against each other. And they're actually teammates before. So I'm not sure how that'll turn out, if it'll cause ripples between the friendships. But it'll be interesting for us to watch, at least. And right now, already pulling away, Neodie is doing a great job taking care of business. And right now, I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's a tie game. I want Black Site to make this interesting. Give them a fight. You know, they had a good lead in the beginning of the last game. But now, you know, it's a tie game. And every once in a while, Neodie catches back up. Black Site has a lot of work to do to be able to stay in control here. And right now, a couple players getting shut down. And so far, looking good, looking good. Black Site putting in the work, trying to stay in control and keep the lead. They're up 2 points. There's 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Can they keep running it right now? They're getting compressed and basically pushed back into that corner there. And if at any moment this thing could turn around, they're up 4 points, guys. They're doing good so far, but it's still very early. With 2 minutes left, a lot can change as these teams push forward. And this is a good position for them. This corner pocket right here, it's looking like Neodie cannot penetrate that area because they're holding down that whole perimeter, keeping control of it. And it's gonna take maybe a Fulton or a couple wipes to be able to stay in control. As of right now, Black Site in charge, up big. They're up 8 points with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and they have to do something. And so far, it is looking like Black Site will take this round. The question is, will they win the series? Because this is elimination round for Neodie. Neodie has to make a move, or it's game over, folks. So far, so good for Black Site. And there it is. Now, tiebreaker scoreboard is where it all comes down to, folks. We're gonna see who won that last round and if they have what it takes. And there it is. Great stuff. Great stuff. Props and credit to Foxdie staying alive. I'm sorry, Neodie staying alive, guys. They have made it a game 5 again. We're having some amazing stuff so far. I'm loving it. Game 5 is happening next. Super excited for it. Props to Neodie, who I've been calling the wrong name. I guess the excitement from all these matches. Alrighty, so here we go. This is the final run. Let's go. Who do you got? Neodie or Blackside? Either way, man, we got a good matchup in our hands. This is gonna be savage. That's what it's gonna be. So it is looking good. Super hype. Respecting it. Both teams for doing what they had to do. Here we go. Game 5. This is the elimination round for both teams. Whoever wins this round advances while the other team is eliminated, and we get to see them move on to the Final 4 to compete to be the champions next week on Sunday. Whoever wins this is going to be playing for the title next week. As next week we'll be covering Final 4 and the finals all in the same day, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's check it out. This is Cloak and Dagger. We gotta keep it quiet. Everybody, shh. Cloak and Dagger, whisper. Right now, Foxdie, Neodie is moving in on the top of the disc, looking to try to take out enemies. As you see, they spread out on both sides of the map. Diego and Bloodhound are going to be battling. As you see, Beast stays at his position. And already, Bloodhound's pushing the pace, moving in hard. In between. What is gonna happen here? I'm liking what I'm seeing from Killer, as he's creeping up the right side, far right, and there's already an enemy down below. The question is, can Diego sneak up behind him without alerting him? And at the moment, he's doing a good job. It doesn't look like the other player knows he's there, but I just wonder if he knows that the player's there. Wow, luckily the player moves back. He's dropping grenades, hoping he can stun him. It's not an easy task, guys. You have to have the right accurate hit to completely stun somebody. As you see, the weather dynamics are kicking in right now. It's raining hard on these guys. I love it. It's a fun dynamic in this game. The weather changing, awesome stuff. So far, these teams are getting aggressive. Neodie not waiting and being too patient. They're moving in somewhat. It's 2 minutes left still. And they are being somewhat aggressive when it comes to Bloodhound here and Killer, the two players that are the most aggressive at the moment. And right now, it's a dangerous task to do this, but Bloodhound already in the enemy's area, as well as Beast Mode. Both pushing in the pace, getting ready, finding in angles with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. They're gonna probably make a move in the last final seconds with Killer here, not knowing if he sees Robert right next to him, but he's gonna have to be smart here and not get killed with non-lethal weapons. As Robert does see him, he's chasing him down. Gets taken down as I predicted. You've got to be a little more patient and more cautious when you do these things. And right now it's going to be a battle between Blood and Adam. Adam is down there just waiting. Can Blood be smart? He has a teammate with him, behind him, least. 2 players working together. Can he get in? Robert is in there with him now. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Oh my God, Robert, look at this. Robert doing the work, taking out 3 guys right off the top. Good stuff by Roberts. Pretty amazing display. Now, this is it. Diggs is the last man standing, and the question is, does he have what it takes? We don't know. Gonna see if he got it. And there it is, game over. That was a rough match for Neodie there. Really suffered tremendously. And now they are hurting down 1,100 points. So if they win the next game, they have to score over 1,100. Remember that, mark that down, write it down, take a picture, folks. Right, so here we are, taking it to him. Let's check out the attacking team. Right now, they're actually going to say, we won. We're going to play for cautious. It's a victory lap. We're going to place traps throughout the map area. Keep control of this area. We won. Basically, they're displaying, we won. And the other team has no chance. They have to get aggressive right now. So at some point you're gonna see Neodie push in already. You can see Beast Mode is already lurking the areas, shooting all traps. He's seen the traps, but he's getting marked in the process. He's all alone. He doesn't want to be alone when he goes inside there, if that's his goal. He's got to play a little more smarter and have the team move in with him so that they can take advantage. Already taking 1 player down. And again, they need to score over 1,100 to be able to win this game and match.
Enemy spotted.
And right now, it's looking scary for these guys. Oh my, look at Cinema getting away from them. And Killer is chasing him down. He's one of the last 2 players. As you see, Wolf taking down Beast. Good stuff. They have Beast and Hound down. And Cinema grabbing a disc. They're about to win this, guys. That is called amazing stuff. And he's going to go ahead and do one better and not just win. He's insulting these guys. He's gonna do what I love to do, head straight to the next disc, capture that, and then go back down and grab the other disc again. Guys, talk about displaying rock hard, solid, great stuff right here. Black Sight looking like they're gonna take the win. There's nothing they need to do right now at all to get the win. They're up on points. They won the first round. Even if they die right now, it is pretty much a win. As you see him grabbing the disc again, scoring more points. And this is a rarity in the tournaments.
when a player basically trolls the other team and showcases true dominant tactics here. And he's gonna go back, take out Bloodhound most likely if he sees him. And he definitely does. But he doesn't know where he's at, actually. He's just being patient. And so far so good, as you see here. Taking him out, scoring more points with 50 seconds left. Guys, that right there gives Blacksite the guaranteed win. Great stuff by them. Shout out to Blacksite for taking a win. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is true Metal Gear Troll Fest with those discs. Grabbing them, dropping them off, scoring big points for his team. And even though they lose this round, they have won the series and take it. Congratulations to Blacksite. That was great stuff to see from them. And here we are, guys. Congratulations to Blacksite as they advance to the Final Four. And they will be dominating, conquering, and controlling here. As you see on the bracket, they have moved on, and we already have the Final Four matchup for next week at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're gonna be watching Revolution versus Blacksite next week, guys. You talk about good stuff, great stuff, and I'm just hyped. Feeling really good about what these guys did and they're gonna do. We got to see Blacksite put in some work in Cloak and Dagger, the best game mode of Metal Gear Online 3. They showcased what it takes, and now we know at 12 p.m. the first match you're gonna see is Team Revolution versus Blacksite. So expect good things as we move forward and continue throughout the tournament. Again, shout out to Blacksite. They did not play around. They did what they came to do and got the win. So we're gonna see the next matchup, which will be a really, really amazing, fun one. I personally think there's just some great teams, and I'm sure it'll be a blast, guys. Next matchup, what you're going to see is XOF versus Team UNITA. I'm about to invite them in and let them get prepared. Listen to some music while we wait for them to prepare. Check out the brackets and the flyers. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Thank you for staying with us. We are at the finale of today's show. We watched six teams battle, and only 3 made it out of those 6 teams. We already know next week we're gonna see Team Revolution versus Blacksite. That's gonna be an amazing battle, as both teams have done some great work today, showcasing some fun battles. But it's gonna be interesting to see if they can take over, control, and dominate this tournament. Now, we'll see who advances there, because next week, October 22nd, we will see a champion. Only one team can win. So after the Final Four, 2 matches out of the Final Four, we're going to have the finals. So be ready for that. But with that said, on the opposite side, we just seen some great stuff by Foxdie, having the greatest comeback on this tournament so far, and winning and advancing. And now they're waiting for the match that we're seeing here that's about to take place. Team UNITA versus XOF. Now, I call them UNITA because that is the traditional Latin pronunciation. Americanized version is UNITA. And now I'm going to say UNITA because that's the form, the real original form and origin of the way to pronounce it. This team has won multiple matches and tournaments for my events before. So they have some titles under their belt. They're a really good team. XOF has faced multiple teams within our tournament and have done a great job getting far along. But it is still early. We don't know who's going to take the title. We're getting ready for these teams to prep. And it's one step at a time as we go forward. I'm really excited about it. I love what I'm seeing with these events so far. This last matchup is going to decide who makes it in to face Foxdie. And I personally know the history that when Foxdie lost, they said they wanted to face UNITA in the next tournament. And today's their chance, as they have a chance to face off against Team UNITA for the next event. And I'm super excited. I feel really happy if these things can happen and play out. So far, it's been a great tournament. These teams have showcased nothing but great skills, and we're moving on to what could be the best matchup today as we go forward. You're looking at Team XOF versus Team UNITA. And we are showcasing the players' tags for this event as a tribute to the players who play really hard, show great skills and great dynamics. I know a lot of viewers have been asking to have it off and have a more realistic display, but we wanted to do this for the players and give them their shine for their time. So but next week we'll talk about that and see how things go. But for now, enjoy that and play that. But it is looking good. These teams are preparing and talking strategy. I'm just waiting it out patiently, just like you guys, for them to be ready up. Once they all ready up, we're good to go, and we're gonna get this match started at any point when they are ready, as this event is for them, by them. Their skills, strategy are what make this amazing. So hopefully we can have a fun display of great stuff today here, as I do enjoy watching a couple of players here that I'll probably start screaming when they start showcasing why I love what they do. But let's get into it and see what this team has, as a lot of players tend to play precautious
in tournaments, but I prefer to be loose and feel free. That way you can relax and give your best. And I think professional players, as far as athletes, have this format and understand what it takes to just be relaxed under these times of pressure, not feeling the pressure, because then you can underperform, you're worried about too much, and you're not focused. So hopefully we get a loose play, fun play, great skills, and just enjoyment for this tournament as we go forward. And there it is. Finally, they're ready. It's going down. Good stuff. Let's go. Team UNITA versus Team XOF, and the score is 0-0. Stay in tune, get ready. It is going down right now. And right now, so far, XOF capping B and looking to stay in control of C, slowly taking that over. Getting shot from behind, getting taken out from all sides. And so far, they cannot cap a letter as Team UNITA are working good together, playing smart. Taking out one. Taking out two. Great stuff by Plixon here as we go forward. I'm liking what I'm seeing. There it is. Alright, so XOF has won 2 objectives right now. They're looking like they might be able to start downloading and take control a bit. I'm sorry, they have 1 objective, but it's gonna take some work for them to continue to control the area. And UNITA are doing a good job so far keeping control and keeping the pace going, as Beast here marking some enemies, heading over to C, and he's wide open for C right now, guys. Everybody pushed over to B to try to capitalize on it, but that actually opens up the door for Beast here to keep C. Then they can move along and try to cap another letter, as at the moment Beast gets shut down, but they do have C at the moment, and right now looking like XOF cannot perform. They can't capitalize and catch the objective just yet, so they might lose this round, guys. I think XOF has some good gunplay as they're putting up some fights. And it might be interesting once we get into Bounty, if we get into Bounty, what XOF can do against UNITA. There goes Faded, taking off a kill. So far, oh, here it is. We're about to see a face-off versus Phantom. Ripper. Ripper gets shut down. Rick gets taken down by Faded. Beast takes Faded down. Now he's trying to capitalize, but there's multiple players. Joe and Zone taking him out. And right now, Rick just trying to go for some kills here, hoping to throw this mortar right on top of these guys' head. They were spread out, trying not to get killed for it. But he does get one guy down. Rick taking some players out, doing good as far as score-wise. But that's not going to be enough, guys, as right now, Team UNITA is up 3,000 plus points for this round, and they won the round. So next round, they just need to play it even. They don't even have to win. They can get the scoreboard and take control. there goes UNITA, showcasing that they are not a team to be messing with. Playing good, playing smart, taking their time, making it work. And now the second round, we're going to get to watch UNITA and see what they have, as we just saw Team XOF unable to capitalize. But now we're going to go ahead and watch Team UNITA as they push forward. We have multiple players grabbing B, and this is where the strategy comes in. You see Faded up, pushing up towards the enemy's base. It's not really to cap a disc or anything. It's to push them back and not allow them in to stop from his teammates from capturing. So he's taking the sacrifice, possibly dying, trying to rip apart the enemies and not allow them to push in towards B. So now basically UNITA keeps control of B because of that, but he gets taken down, keeping the team busy though. Now Team UNITA has B and they can push in towards A and C. And at the moment, as you can see, Faded is down and out. And he gets killed, but we're looking at Team UNITA working good here, grabbing and controlling A, and now they have B and A. They might actually win this round also if they can keep track of that. It's going to take a little bit of work as you have multiple players, but he does get to take them both down. Faded putting in work, one of the guys I always talk about enjoying to watch, consistently being very, very consistent and performing well in all of the tournaments that I've hosted. So credit to him. Oh, what, he gets taken down trying to get a stun. As you see, Phantom as well getting taken down. Everybody is down on Team UNITA. And right now, XOF capping all of their objectives, keeping control of them. And UNITA getting B, but it's still early. They have 60% done. I'm sorry, 60% still to go. They have to capitalize on 2 objectives to win, but they don't really need to win. They have the score and the first round. They could just keep the score pummeling. See here, Phantom taking out one player, looking to grab another one. He marks him for his teammates to take him out. Goes and moves forward, pushing the pace. We're gonna watch a fight here that's Faded is about to get into it with Beast. They're about to have a head-on collision. These guys have been showing good gunplay so far. Oh, and Beast having the better set up there as far as the advantage, taking them out. Now Rick is moving in, marking some enemies, and actually Team XOF is doing a good job this round. Too bad they lost the first round, because it might cost them depending on the scoreboard. With 40 seconds left, UNITA not going to get the win, but they did get high scores in the last round, and they are winning this round on score, so they're going to get the overall win for this game and take round 1 of the series and be up 1-0 if they do so. And there it is. Game, set, match. Great stuff by Team UNITA, taking game, set, match for the first round. And it's still early. Still got a lot to go, guys, as Team UNITA has to win 3 in a row, but they did win this matchup here. Close call, though. Oh, wait a minute, folks. Did I just see that?
was a pretty good score there. Team UNITA taking game 1. We're moving on to game 2. This is where it could get interesting. I know these teams really want to perform well, so we'll see what they can do for this next round. Next round is Cloak and Dagger. It's a lot of fun, and we're gonna have a good match here. These guys have to showcase a lot of Metal Gear skills, because the rest of these modes are more just run and gun and, you know, teamwork oriented play, but this is all about that stealth. Which team has the better stealth? That is the question. And that's where it matters most. And they plan, they coordinate, they talk about their strategy, what they're going to do. Sometimes it'd be interesting to just dive into these players' chats and see what their plan is and hear what they want to do and then how they perform it. If they execute their game plan specifically, we get to see it in motion, but to hear about it beforehand is always fun and interesting. Alrighty, well, it's go time, folks. Team UNITA is ready. Team XOF is still planning and strategizing how they're going to go about this. I like what I'm seeing with Team XOF as far as the loadouts they're having. 2 infiltrators, 1 enforcer, and 1 scout. I think that's a pretty balanced class build there. You have a sniper to mark enemies, you have an enforcer to be the tank, and then you have 2 infiltrators to push the pace. But as you see, they're switching, discussing on what they really want. These little things might not be important to people watching, but for the teams it can make the difference. If you have an infiltrator, your speed is phenomenal. You can run, get the disc, come back and do a whole bunch of great stuff, run away from enemies and things like that. Sneak up behind guys, CQC them. Those are the tactics that go with infiltrator class. But if you're more about being a tank, you can grab that build. You'll run slower, but you'll have more health. You won't get stunned quick, and things like that that make the difference in the gameplay and in the format and the system. So we're gonna see what these guys have, and I'm excited because this is going to be a show. One of my favorite modes to play and my favorite modes to watch is Cloak and Dagger, when people play it with aggressive natures, and hopefully this is going to be one of those where we're very aggressive, both teams, and we get to see some action packed. But of course the suspense also makes it very fun. As you can see right now, Team UNITA is first up. They're gonna be taking their time here. Oh wow, look at this. Team Faded is pushing in quick. He gets killed right away. I'm not sure what that was about, but it happened. And now, usually he does a lot better. Last round he was amazing for an event, but today he just got shut down. As you see, already Zone taking out Beast with that grenade launcher. This grenade launcher is a sleeping grenade. It's sleeping gas. Every shot shoots sleeping gas, so it's really, really potent stuff, and it's a Metal Gear themed weapon. We allowed in the tournaments because it is a fun, dynamic experience for players, and it's not easy to go. So all the non-lethal weapons are allowed. Non-lethal weapons
are what make Metal Gear so unique. You see here Zone trying to take out Rip because Rip is trying to wake up his buddy. And right now, Zone looking pretty good as far as having a battle with Rip. A pistol versus an assault rifle. And so far he's survived and he's actually pushed Ripper on his back. Or we can call him Reaper. Alright, so there it is with a grenade toss. He does not get him, but now he's getting double teamed, guys. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, look at that. Before he dies, he takes one player out. There's only 2 players left. As you're looking at Phantom right up on the enemy's base. And Joa looking to get down low or move up. Phantom being smart, taking his time, waiting it out. I'm liking what I'm seeing here by Phantom and Joe. They're together and just waiting for that error, for that one mistake for the teams to make. It's usually teams get impatient and start roaming, and a player by himself is death. You know, you're looking for death. If you're not playing smart and sticking with your team, you're asking for death. And right now, both teams playing smart, but at the moment, Team UNITA is down. They're not looking good for this round. Wait a minute. Look at that. They take down Ripper. And now he's getting chased as Joa gets taken out. Look at this, folks. It's turning into a one-on-one battle. Phantom versus Rick. Phantom's gonna score though. He picks up the disc and drops it. Rick is all alone and doesn't know where Phantom is. He gets taken out. Wow, great stuff. Great stuff by Team UNITA here with the comeback, taking the win. Amazing stuff. There it is. Phantom for the MVP of this round. Great stuff. Great stuff.
You're great. You're great.
Phantom Fox taking it and destroying it. Good stuff by him and by Team UNITA. Somehow they came out with the win. At first it looked like they were down and out, losing a player early, and then they kept losing players, but they kept killing one of their players slowly but surely. And at the end of the game, right there, Team UNITA put in the work necessary to take the round. Now we're gonna check out Fox. I'm sorry, not Fox. XOF to see if they can do something. And right now they're pushing in the backside. Uh-oh, he's getting chased. He might need to run for cover. He's already getting shut down by Faded. And it's still early. Bliskin here. Only player currently in a place of vulnerability. Everybody else cautious, taking their time and actually working together here. This is the best strategy. Always sticking with your team, always strategizing. Unless you got somebody that wants to flank, you have to stick together. It's key. So Faded looking for the kills. He's running around the map at the time. And now it's gonna be one of those games where Rick and Faded might just bump heads. Faded is right behind him already, pushing in, searching. And I think he sees him. Oh my. Can Rick take down Faded? And Ripper's right underneath Faded. He should help out. Maybe a little bit fearful there. Everybody chasing Faded down and cost Bliskin his life. And And now XOF on the verge of being down 2-0 to Team UNITA. That is not where you want to be, folks. Team UNITA, a great team. if XOF goes down 2-0, it'll be tough for them to make a comeback. We did see a comeback, so I'm not going to talk too early. We've seen a crazy comeback today, 2-0, and then Foxdie finds a way to win the tournament, win the series. So I'm not going to talk too early and say if they lose this, they're out. But if they lose this, it'll be very difficult for them to do a comeback. If we see 2 in one day, then this is possibly the greatest event I have done as far as those comeback performances from these teams. But as of right now, it is not looking great. We've got 1 minute and 20 seconds, and Team XOF has to win. They've already lost. So they have to win, guys. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This isn't one of those matches where they can play it safe. They have to get aggressive. And another player gets taken down. Can Ripper make it happen? Can Rip make it happen? That is the question. With 40 seconds left, I doubt it. Just being honest, it doesn't look like it's gonna work out in his favor, as he's about to get taken down. And there it is. Team UNITA once again displaying great stuff. They're up 2-0. All they need to do is win one more, and I don't think they're gonna let this slide. The next map will decide. The next map is an interesting map, to say the least. So we will see what happens next. We're gonna see some sabotage for the next mode, and I'm already aware of what strategy these guys are gonna use. It is going to be interesting. You don't have to Fulton the missile. I think people get it confused. In this game mode, you can easily shoot the missile and win the match in that way. So I am 100% certain Team UNITA and XOF know these methods, and they might utilize the sniper. And you'll see a bunch of sniper selections as we go. Let's go ahead and take a quick second and wait for these teams, because they take a little while. Listen to some music and check out our flyers and information. Stay in touch with us throughout all our websites. What is going on, folks? Thank you for staying tuned. These teams are ready, and we're about to get started right now. Thank God. This right here is game 3. UNITA up 2-0, and XOF is on their back on the brink of elimination. Can Team UNITA take a sweep, bring that broom and sweep it all up? Or can XOF come back and show us, you know what, we're not going out without a fight? We're going to check out Team UNITA. 100% certain they're going to use the destroy the missile method, and they're going to push the pace early, get on that terminal, and then push back and shoot down the missile
with a sniper. That is going to be the method that they use. I can put my life on that, as a lot of great teams use this new method instead of focusing on bolting it like everybody else, wasting their time. Destroying the missile is a lot more efficient. So I expect this to be the #1 strategy for these teams, and we're going to see it in a minute. As right now you see Faded using the method, as I said, shooting the missile down at this moment, and you see the missile already at 60%, and they're going to also try to Fulton it, but really they don't even need to, as the missile in the first minute already taking up 50% of the damage, using the D-walkers to protect the area. As you see him using the LMG non-stop, shooting it. Guys, this is a strategy that I love to do, but they still got it to Fulton. Quick, fast, blast, hit. And Team UNITA is up big on points as well. They're up over 2,000 points. So Team XOF has to get over 2,000 and then also win the next round to be able to even stay. Guys, as I said, I predicted it. Now XOF has to do the same. If they cannot, then guys, it's game over. Team UNITA dominated and controlled this whole matchup. Round 2, XOF is on their back in every way possible, guys. They have to win this round, score 3,000 points, and hope that they can win the next game. But right here, they're going to go for it as they're pushing forward, understanding that this is the finale here. This is no joke. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of effort for these guys to be able to stay in charge. Right now, XOF hacking the terminal. Now they're heading towards the missile already. They're already on the head of the game, doing a good job so far. This is only the beginning though. There's still a lot more to go. Let's see if they can get to the actual missile. You see Beast get taken down as he made it halfway before getting shut down. And Joe's here, putting in some work. Oh, Ripper trying to stay alive, taking out Joe. Now he has to get inside. They're Fultoning the missile. They're shooting it, guys. They're going for the same method, but they're hacking the missile from this side. Nobody's Fultoning the missile. They're looking for the shots fired. So far, so good when it comes to defending. They still haven't got to get the missile up. They only have 80% damage. So it's going to take a little bit for these teams to make a move. As of right now, Team UNITA taking control of the area again, but they do need to be careful because there's already a hack terminal, and all it takes is for them to get to that missile, Fulton it, and it could be game over. Look at that, Beast get taken down with a stun grenade, hurting bad. Gets shut down. Looking at Ripper having a fight here, trying to get his way inside. Oh my. He gets taken down. Again, this is not an easy task, guys. Some teams make it look easy because they plan and strategize very well. And some teams have a hard time. As you can see right now, XOF having a difficult time. They are hacking the terminals, but that is not enough, guys. They have to win this round. They have to Fulton or destroy that missile. They can shoot at it from far. I'm not sure why they're simply trying to Fulton, which is the good method. They got it up in the air right now. The question is, can they keep it up? Will they be able to shut it down from there? As Team UNITA has to do their best to shoot that missile down, and they do at the moment. Team XOF with 40 seconds left. They're on desperate mode here. They're about to get eliminated and swept. The broom is coming out, folks. 30 seconds left. It doesn't look like it's going to happen.
The only way is a Fulton within the next 10 seconds, or it is official. Team UNITA moves on to the Final Four next week at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I can officially say Team UNITA has moved on and will advance to the Final Four. Congratulations. Great skills. Amazing stuff. It was a great time to cover this. They did their thing and took the win. Now we're moving on to the next round. To the next day, which is next week. You're going to see the Final Four. You're going to see the finals all happening next week. As you can see here, the final teams are all set and ready to go next week at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to see the best of the best, the Final Four, battle it out starting at 12 p.m. Then we're going to capture and watch the championship rounds right after these teams battle, right after these teams win or lose. We're going to see who can take the crown. It's all happening next week. Final Four, and then the finals right after. You're going to see these four teams battle it out to see who's the best and number one. And so far, I would like to take the time out before we get into next week's schedule to give a congratulations for the four teams that advanced: Team Revolution, Team Blacksite, Team Foxdie, and Team UNITA. You guys did an amazing job showcasing great skill and will. Loved what I've seen so far, and we got a lot more in store for you guys that have been watching. Expect nothing but the best. Some side stories here. We have two European teams, Revolution and Blacksite, battling it out at 12 o'clock. Then we're going to have Team Foxdie versus Team UNITA right after. And that's going to be another amazing battle between those two guys who have a little small rivalry going on. And they're going to be trying to prove who's the best here as we go forward. I'm interested in that matchup a lot. It's going to be very intriguing for me. Going to be a great battle. Thank you guys and everybody who has been watching and supporting this event. Thousands of people commenting and watching this throughout all the social media outlets that I stream on. And it's been a pleasure and an honor. You're going to see a lot more next week with these brackets ready to go. The finals officially starts next week at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in. You're going to see nothing but the best. The four top teams that made it in will battle in the Final Four. And then we'll see the matchup, which it's going to be crazy. Best of 7 for the championship battle here in the finals. We're going to see amazing stuff. We thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. This is MagGamer signing out.